All right. Today, let me talk about something a little bit. Let's have a discussion on what I titled Understanding Attention. Today's date is what? I'll try to be putting date on my video. Today's date is Friday, January 31st. So today is actually the last day in the month of January 25. Attention. What is attention? We grew up to understand attention as us focusing on a particular thing, giving time to things. We call it attention. If you are giving time, if you are focusing on something, you are giving attention to that thing. That's true, that's correct. But I think it's deeper than just that. Let's go deep a little bit of how I understand what attention is. In my teachings, I love to be contextual because we are visual beings. So being a visual being, if you want to understand something very well, like if you want to pass a message to someone and then you pass that message through movie or through real-time scenarios, it's easy for the person to understand it better. So whenever I want to be contextual in my teachings, this is me trying to match my teachings to real life examples or scenario. Jesus did the same thing and called it parables. All right, let's continue. So what is attention? Imagine yourself in a room. You have a room, your room, and there are some specific things you want to be present in your room. There are some things you want in your rooms and there are things you do not want in your room. You are in charge because it's your room. You decide what you keep in your room. In fact, you even decide where you want to place it. You bring in mattress. You have a specific place in your room that you are placing your mattress, your bed, your TV, your standing fan and everything. And there are things you don't want in your room. Trash. You take them out. So view your life as your room and then view everything in that your room as attention. Because let me blame it. You first of all need to know that if my life is like my room, I can only keep things that I want in my life. What I want in my room is what I keep in my room. And if I don't want something, I take it off my room. I trashed it. So if my life is equivalent with my room for this purpose, why do I have a lot of things in my life? Why do I have a lot of things happening in my life that I have not authorized them to happen? Does it mean that it's possible for someone else, an outsider, to bring things into my room? No. We literally manifest our reality. The kingdom of God is within. So how do you materialize these things? Attention. For instance, there is this bad thing you don't want in your life to happen, but you are fixing your attention there. You don't want it to happen, but why are you putting your attention there? It's more like saying that you don't want that bad thing to happen, but you are taking it into your room and you're even worshiping it in your room. You don't want to fail, but why are you focusing on failures? Why are you focusing on it? Okay, let me bring another example that will really explain this attention. You walk into a restaurant, a Chinese restaurant. You speak English and you don't understand how to speak Chinese at all. You don't understand how to speak Chinese at all. And everyone in the restaurant, no one speaks English. So the waiter steps forward, brought you the menu. And mind you, the waiter or the waitress doesn't understand. Okay, I want this number 2. I want soup. Okay, number 2 is soup. But you are hitting, I don't want fried rice. I don't want fried rice. Okay, I want number 2. And then you give the menu back to the waiter or waitress. It wouldn't be a shocking thing if the waiter comes back with the fried rice, because that is where you were putting all your attention to. Yes, sir. That was where you were putting all your attention to, bro. And little attention. You notice in life, we put very little attention to things that we really want and focus all our attention on things that we do not want. Bad government. Have you noticed that we have put too much attention on bad government than on what we can do within our power to save ourselves in this mess? You're putting too much attention on blames. You're putting too much attention on bad things. You're putting too much attention on negative things that you do not want. And without you even knowing, you're packing those things into your room. Bro, if you don't want something, stop putting attention. Stop giving it. Attention is like a universal currency. It's the currency of the universe. You trade with it. You literally trade with it. I'll end with this other example. And I think this one is more common to us guys. You notice that is this fine girl maybe in your office or maybe in your church or maybe in your environment, your neighbor or at the gym, anywhere. Is this fine girl that you crushed on? You like this girl so much as a guy and you start giving attention. You start putting your attention there. You notice that the more you are putting attention there, the more the love and the feelings and everything you have for that girl increases, because you have literally brought the girl to your room and planted the girl in your room, and literally you are worshiping it by giving it. The more attention you are giving to it, the more that thing is your God. And you notice that the more you're even putting too much pressure and attention on this girl, the more you're even losing her. Until you get to a point to say, okay, no problem. I don't want whatever happens. If this girl agrees to say yes, no problem. It's fine. If she doesn't agree, it's okay. I'm fine with or without it. You notice that girl will start coming back. That girl will start coming around. The power of attention. So it's a charge from me to you guys today that we should rechannel our attention. Understanding attention is a currency. How you invest with your attention, how you trade with it matters. Yes, sir. Instead of spending your attention on women, instead of spending your attention on irrelevant things, look at your life and evaluate yourself. Am I really channeling my attention to where I'm supposed to? Is something else distracting me and taking my attention away from the ultimate goal? What is dragging my attention? Where am I investing my attention? Nobody will teach you all these things. You don't just spend money. Sometimes the problem is not even you spending money. Sometimes the problem is you spending your attention. Where are you spending your attention? What are you giving more attention to? Sit down and reevaluate it. And if you apply the principle of cause and effect, that you understand that everything that exists, everything that happens is an effect that has a cause, you will channel all your energy to the cause of it. Embrace your Kwaiswa, your only revolutionary thinker. Don't worry, I will do the thinking for you. I got you.